Hi, this video we are going to see field level security. So in the previous video, we have learned about object level security. Similarly, with the field level security, let's start with a scenario. Similar scenario, what we saw in the object level security, there is a business request. We need to build a VF page to display total department records as well as highest salaried department name as well as what's the highest salary of that department. This is what we need to build, similar to the same scenario what we had with the object level security. The only difference here is the user customer sales profile garg, right? This time garg has object level permission. In the previous scenario when we discussed, object doesn't have garg doesn't have object level permission, right? Now in this scenario, garg has object level permission. Create, read, update, delete, all the object level permissions are available for him. Only permission, uh, not available for garg is the total salary field. So in the department object, we have three fields: record ID, name, total salary. garg doesn't have access for total salary. So this is related to field. Now let's check how the field level security works and what all are the solution we can give to achieve the field level security. So suppose garg should not able to see total salary, or he should not able to see any of the outcome that is related to uh, total salary field, right? But he is allowed to see ID and name, okay, because it's available for him. He has the permission for that. So quickly, go to the implementation of the system admin window first, how it looks like. So this is the system admin. In the system admin, I will show you how the page looks like, the VF page looks like. For example, let's go to the department list here and check for department list. Where is the department list? Here is the department list. So this is the page we have constructed, and the system admin able to see the UI has been changed bit. So it is showing total number of records available in this department object. So total number of records available 5. What is the department name? Department name is support. This is the highest salaried department, and this is the total salary of the department. Okay, for this VF page, the data we are getting from the Apex, right? Apex is providing the data for the VF page. In the Apex, we have applied record level security, right? Because we have learned that. So we have applied record level security. So it is, the class has a with sharing keyword in front of it. It means that record level security is in place. What are the records available for garg? garg can be able to see the output based on his available records, right? Okay. So we have, as usual, we have a get all records method. This method is returning ID, name, owner name, and total salary from the department. System admin able to see these fields without any issue, right? Now, let me quick to the sales rep garg window. This is sales rep garg window I have opened in a different browser. If you look at garg view, when garg tries to open the page, still he is able to see total number of records 2. System admin able to see 5 records. garg able to see 2 records. Why? Because of with sharing. We have placed the record level security, record level sharing in place. So only the records visible for garg is 2, right? If you look at the object default list view, garg able to see only 2 records. But if you look at the standard functionality in the department list view, garg able to see ID, name, and the last name. He's not able to see the salary. What's the reason? Because garg doesn't have field level access. garg doesn't have field level access for total salary field. Let me quickly jump to the system admin window and show you the field level security. And this is the department object, and this is the total salary field. Let's see the field level access, which is set up for garg. garg belongs to a profile called custom sales profile, right? So if you look at the custom sales profile, the custom sales profile doesn't have access for, custom sales profile doesn't have access for the field total salary, right? So it means that Garg doesn't have access for the field called total salary. Perfect. But if you look at the Garg window, in the standard functionality, he is not able to see. But look at the VF page, it is showing him total salary, right? Suppose this should not be, right? Because Garg doesn't have field level security. Yeah, sorry, Garg doesn't have field level access, but still he is able to see that because there is a leak in the Apex code, right? What's the leak in the Apex code? Because when you look at the Apex code, which is responsible for getting the records for this VF page, it doesn't have any field level security, right? So basically, field level securities also can be enforced with the help of with security enforced. So object level security as well as field level security, both can be enforced with the help of with security enforced. So for this field level security issue also, I'm going to give the with security enforced keyword. So with security enforced. And I have given with security enforced. Let me save this. So now field level security as well as object level security, both are in place in the form of with security enforced keyword. Now let's look at the impact of this security in the VF page. So let me quickly go to the Garg window. Now Garg try to refresh the page. Now Garg is getting an error message, right? Similarly, what we had with the object level security. So when the user doesn't have object level permission, this is the same error message they will get it when you have with security enforced. Similarly, with security enforced, help an Apex developer to apply field level security also. We discussed in the previous scenario also, if there is any exception, it's good to give some decent messages, right? So rather than showing the exception exactly as it is in the UI, it's good to show some different format of data, right, rather than showing the exception. So to do that, what we are going to do here is, as usual, the reason for getting the exception in the Garg window is security enforced is applied. Garg doesn't have access for total salary, so he is getting the error message. Let's see the same thing with the system admin login. This is the system admin window. System admin able to see the data without any issues because he has all the permission. Now what we are going to do here is we are going to stop the exception message which is available in the VF page. We are going to stop the exception message. So to do that, let me try to apply a try catch because it is throwing an exception, right? So I'm going to apply a try block and I'm going to copy this code and trying to paste it inside. And then if you have a try, then definitely there should be a catch. So I'm going to apply catch also here. Let me put catch here, and inside the catch, let's go for exception. And in the exception, let me go for E. And in the exception, what I'm trying to do here is, if the user doesn't have any field level permission or object level permission, as usual, we did in the previous example, we are going to return an empty list. So I'm going to return an empty list. Return new list, right? Return new list of, what is the object name? Department underscore C. Let me close this because since you are using a return type, the return statement should be there in both the places, right? The return statement should be there in the try block, and the return statement should be in the else part also. So this is the new, right? Okay, let me confirm this. A new list department, and we are trying to send it back. What is the error message we have? Try catch must have at least one catch block. Is that spelling mistake? Yes, as usual. CATCH catch. Okay. So now let's save this code. It is successfully saved. So what will happen if a user doesn't have field level access trying to execute this piece of code? Exception will be thrown and it will be catched, and the catch block will return an empty list. Now let's quickly jump to Garg window and let's test now how it looks like. Let me try to click the department list. Yes, nothing is there. Only the heading is there. Total records becomes 0. Why total records becomes 0? Because in the code, it throws an exception, right? in the code, when he's trying to access this total salary field, an exception is, generated. This exception is catched here and it is returning an empty list. Since it is returning an empty list, the list size is 0. Obviously, VF page, in the UI, we are getting the statement saying that total records 0. Right? So this is the way you can apply field level security as well as object level security with the help of security enforced. Okay, fine. So now the business is saying that, okay, fine, I don't want to display the name in the UI, display the salary in the UI. Let's try to change a little bit just to show only the ID and name. Don't show the salary. This is the current change coming into the picture. So the business don't want to have the total salary in the user interface. So now what I'm trying to do here is, okay, fine. So this is your requirement. So I need to, apply the requirement. That's fine. Cool. So let me clear the drawing and I'm going to remove total salary from here. Okay, remaining things are as it is. So just I have removed total salary. Garg has access for name field, owner field, and ID field. So this particular code will not throw any exception for the user Garg because he has access for the other fields. Total salary is removed from the selection list. Now let's go to the web page and check what's the output we are getting here. We are able to see the total records, 2 records, because we applied, as I discussed, we applied the record level security also, right? Only 2 records is owned by Garg. So he's able to see now 2 records and the latest records, service records, department name, you are able to see. Since we have removed total salary from the selection list, there is no error in the UI of Garg, right? Okay, fine. Now the business is changing his mind. Now the business is saying that, okay, fine. So it's okay to have the department name and 2 records, but I wanted to apply some conditions. So business is saying that I wanted to apply the conditions. What is the condition? The developer is asking, what is the condition? I wanted to show the departments whose salary is more than 6 lakhs, more than 6 lakhs. So the department whose salary is more than 6 lakhs, just get those records and display the latest department as well as the total number of records. This is the requirement, right? Okay, fine. So now we are trying to change our code based on the new requirement. What is the new requirement? We need to apply a criteria, right? So we need to apply a criteria. So how to apply the criteria? So I'm going to apply wire condition here, right? Wire, what is the criteria? Total salary field, right? So total salary field, total salary. So total salary underscore C. Salary should be more than 6 lakhs. Salary should be more than 6 lakhs. Only those records should be, returned back to the VF page. This is the requirement. So I have changed it. Okay, fine. So now when you are trying to apply the wire criteria, then the wire criteria should be, before with security enforced. This is the key point you have to consider. Now there is no error. So previously from department and then immediately we had with security enforced. Now we need to apply some criteria. So the criteria should be definitely in front of with security enforced. So with security enforced will be the last statement here, right? With security enforced will be the last statement here. Okay, fine. Let's see the impact. So the key point here is, since we are going for applying filter, only the filtered records will be displayed. But still Garg doesn't have access for this total salary field. Okay, field level security is, applied. We have a with security enforced. It means that both object level and field level security enforced. Garg doesn't have access for this field. So what we are expecting is this code should throw again exception, right? Or the code should, since we have a try catch block, the code should show an empty, records information in the UI. Let's test this. The code is saved and go to, Garg window and try to refresh the department list. Still, he is able to see there is no error, right? So we see here only one record. Because why he is seeing only one record? Let me show you in the admin window. The reason for that is we have applied record level security with the keyword with sharing. So the impact of with sharing is when you look at the department records, only Garg records will be visible for him in his window. So this is one record, Garg's record, and this is the Garg's second record. He has two records. One record, it's 6 lakhs is the total salary, and the second record it is 8 lakhs. What is the criteria we have set up? We have set up the criteria as salary should be more than 6 lakhs, right? It means that salary should be more than 6 lakhs means only one record is eligible to be displayed for Garg view in Garg window. So Garg is seeing only one record. So the code is working fine. But what is the issue? The issue here is still Garg doesn't have field level access, but with security enforce is still allowing him to see the record information. It means that with security enforced will work only for the fields in the selection list and only for the fields with the selection list, but it will not work for fields in the wire condition or order by class. So in the wire class or order class, if you have a field which the user doesn't have access, still with security enforced won't consider that, it will return the records back. So the final takeaway point, with security enforced will give you the object level security as well as field level security. But with security enforced will only check fields in the select class. It won't check the fields in the wire class, or it won't check the field in the order by class. This is the problem with security enforced, right? In the next video, we will see how to overcome this.
If you are interested to learn Salesforce, visit AJ Skill Development website. There you can find our course curriculum and you can come to know about the list of courses we are offering. We are offering Salesforce Administrator and Salesforce Development courses. To know about us and the team, you can visit our About Us section. This is an organization we are doing Salesforce training from 2018, and we have trained and guided 2000 plus candidates so far. And if you also want to know about our placement assistance, visit our placement assistance section where you can find the list of people and the category. You can see the list of people who got trained and placed from our side. You can also visit their LinkedIn pages to get to know about our training and also the feedback from the relevant trainees. Okay. And also, if you want to do the course inquiry, click on contact us. You will see the form. You can fill the form and submit the inquiry. Our team will get back to us. Thank you.